The Clement Manyathela Show, live from the Westbury Recreation Center. Talking gang violence, drug abuse, and how the community can rise above it on 702.
It's 23 minutes before 11 o'clock. We continue with our special broadcast live from Westbury, and you've heard just how devastating things are for the community of Westbury from the different people we've spoken about. But I want to bring in a bit of positivity, because there are organizations that are doing their bit to get the young ones off the streets, upskilling them, and that helps in contributing to the eradication of gang violence and the issue of drug abuse here in the community of Westbury. I've got Bree Munich with me here, who's a center manager at Meshup Youth Center, and Kion Simmers, who's a facilitator at Meshup Youth Center. In fact, he's benefited from the work of the center. Let me start with you first. Bree, thank you for making time for us. Maybe start by telling us about the organization that you're a center of, this Meshup Youth Center. What do you guys do?
Well, good morning, everyone. Just to say, Meshup Community Development is a center where we upskill the youth between the ages of 13 to 35. So what we do the IT programs, the computer training, A+, coding, business management. We have a lot of activities we're running at the youth center. We have SANCA on the premises. We have Kofifi on the premises. And we also have the matric program, where the Westbury High School matrics, they move into the program, the hostel, where I'm the house mom in the evenings.
Yeah. What inspired the start of this youth center? What were the issues that were picked up that inspired that we have to start something like this?
Precisely what's happening now. Because we replace the guns and the drugs with our skills development programs in the community. Mm-hmm. That is what we said. We cannot let things like this happen. And there's a lot of positive things that's happening in Westbury, I must say. Because if we train the youth, they go into learnerships, they go into job placements, and they come back, as Kion, he came back to give back to the community. And that's the positives that we're talking about here. Yeah. Unemployment is a high risk in the community. Yeah. Hence, what's happening there. I will reflect on what's happening right now in our community. Yeah. If we have our youth in the community that we can place into jobs, that we can place into learnership, that will help the community big time. And we also say, I'm on Radio Kofifi all the time, and I tell the youth, you cannot, if the sun is up, then you go with your oka pipes and you go around with your oka pipes. Westbury Youth Center is opposite you. You can, it's a walking distance. You can come and skill yourself. And I always say to the youth, skill yourself. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah. Let's bring in Kion now. Please, if you can give him the mic to hear how he's benefited from the organization. Kion, thank you for also speaking to us. What difference has this Meshup Youth Center made in your life?
Good morning, sir, and thank you for having me as well. So the youth center has played a huge role in my life. I got to meet a lot of great people. I got to speak to a lot of great people. And also the experience that I got from Sparrow College, and also to implement my theory into the workplace here at Meshup is actually lovely, because I'm actually doing IT technical support. So I gave back to the community by trying to upskill the community with computer end user. So what I do, I just help, I facilitate, and I also get to where they're coming from and understand of like what the background is, how they're going, how things are going within their life. Yeah. So if ever they need help, I would be the one speaking to them as a friend and not as a parent, because I'm still young. How
old are you?
I'm 24, sir.
24.
Yes, sir.
There are some people that are your age here who are not even in school. Some of them are affected by what's happening in the community. How do you think you've managed to avoid being caught up in what happens here?
The only thing that have saved me throughout my life has been soccer.
Yeah.
So I still play soccer, like still now I still play soccer. I play for the team called Spain. And soccer has been the inspiration in my life. So I think that's what saved me from everything.
And the other young people that you speak to as a friend, what issues do they raise with you that sort of affect them and end up getting them to be part of the gangs or getting into criminality or all the wrong things?
Unfortunately, we don't speak about such because it's a basic setback. We need to focus on what we need to get done. And that's us going to school. That's us focusing on our careers. And that's us also having the inspiration from what we see from like you guys here outside. You are doing the utmost best to do your job and also to help the others within the community. So that's what we're also trying to do. We don't speak about the negatives. We always speak about the positives and where we will see ourselves in the next few years.
Yeah, well, kudos, Kion. I think you're doing an incredible work, and I'm sure young people who'll hear you get encouraged as well to want to do better and focus on the positives. Bree, let's just now, as we wrap up, talk about the difference you've seen. So since this organization has been established, what do you see in the community that this organization has done to make a difference?
Well, the first positive is that the students, they come to in the midst of the storm. They attend our programs at our Westbury Youth Centre Meshup. The second thing, all our students, they started their own businesses. They are entrepreneurships. I mean, if they come back and they say, thank you for Meshup, for giving us the skills to start our own businesses. I just want to say that parents, charity begins at home. And that is where it will start. Parents, we have parents' workshops. And that's the strength. Because parents need to understand. Fathers need to understand. They need to take back their power. We cannot let children overpower us as parents.
What do you think parents need to do?
Parents needs to, if you don't, you need to see, you need to know your child. Sometimes the child comes home, you don't even check if there's homework. You don't check what's in the bag of the child. So they need to come back to Ubuntu. Your child is our child. And I firmly believe that because I grew up in this Westbury. I grew up as, my brothers were fast guns and we were involved in all these things. And I mean, it was different those years. We could walk in the streets. Now you can't. Those years we could walk, 10 o'clock at night, go to parties. You can't now. Like at the youth center, I always tell the youth, this is your life. This is your goal. You need to have a vision for your life. And we do life skills with the youth. That's why, that's the positive things at Westbury Youth Centre Bishop.
Well, Bree, thank you for the incredible work that you do. And I hope and pray that the center can grow and grow and grow so that more and more children benefit. Kion, thank you so much as well for being an inspiration to the young people here. I really appreciate both of you for your time.
The Clement Manyathela Show, live from the Westbury Recreation Centre. Talking gang violence, drug abuse, and how the community can rise above it on 702.
Right, it's 23 minutes now after 11 o'clock. As we continue with our special broadcast here in Westbury, I want to bring in John Dlamini, who is a community development projects and programs coordinator at SANCA Central Rand. And this is an organization, a non-profit organization that provides prevention, treatment and rehabilitation services for substance abuse. John, thank you so much for joining us, man. Good morning.
Good morning, Clement. Goeiemorgen and welcome aan die kassen.
Thank you so much. Tell me about the work that you do at SANCA in relation to, of course, the issue of drug abuse that we often see in this community.
Okay, Clement, thank you again. Maybe let me first start by saying that SANCA was established in this very same community in 1963. by community members who were concerned with the alcohol use, hence the word SANCA, South African National Council on Alcoholism. It was established here, 1963, and over the years, the acronym had changed and became End Drug Dependence. So not only alcohol. So the end drug dependence, that's just a matter that shows that from the abuse of alcohol, other illicit substances came into the picture. So within this community, yes, we are based at the Westbury Secondary School Hostel. Like Auntie Bree said, we are based there at the youth center. And we render prevention, education, empowerment programs. We facilitate volunteer programs in all to say to them, spend your time effectively. We work a lot with stakeholders. This very same space that we are in now, it's our home for the Stakeholders Forum, the Sophiatown Prison Stakeholders Forum. So this is where we meet, trying to address the social ills within this community holistically, not only SANCA, because alone I cannot do it alone.
Yeah. And what kind of young people come over to SANCA?
All right. Today, in the history of SANCA, it was adults. 90% of our clientele now are children. And we actually have also launched our own rehabilitation center for children under the age of 17. That's because the clientele has shifted from adult into children. So children are being exposed at a very early age. And I always say that we are now living in a society where the abnormal has become normal, where a child wouldn't mind stopping you and asking you for a lighter with a cigarette in his hand in school uniform. So that's the normal that we are dealing with now. And the worst part is that they quickly graduate to different substances, be it lean, be it dagga, be it cat, be it all of those things. So the young people, not only from, I won't say, poverty-stricken or houses that are having challenges. It's children from well families, people that are well looked after, including those that are being somehow neglected.
What's driving them to drugs when you have conversations with them?
As children, I believe that the first thing, we have school holiday programs here. And the children that participate in our school holiday programs might start from the age of 5 and then gradually get to matric. And those, maybe out of a 500, we have a 50 that has consistently finished the program up until matric. So that 50 would be the ones that probably gets to be saved. And the ones that fall off along the way, they become victims of what society shows them. When you walk within our community, there's a bottle store. When you walk within our community, there's an uncle and an auntie that's smoking cigarettes. And then in your own household, they are sending you to go and buy a beer. So excess is just that much. So if excess is so easily available, it's quite simple for somebody to just say, no, my uncle sent me to buy this. And because the shop owners or tavern owners, they do not care about the children, about the law that says you cannot sell to children under this age. All they care about is their own pockets. So they will sell to that child, not even knowing that their uncle sent them really, but they would just sell it.
Yeah. Is it going to be these kind of organizations like SANCA and maybe even with the police? Is that the solution to ending gang violence and drug abuse in this community? What else do you think is necessary for the scourge to be dealt with?
All right. Firstly, we had done a research some time ago where the research was facilitated by UJ, and it was proven or not proven. The results show that this community, people are left helpless. So at most times, they don't even know how to help themselves. And with that said, if you don't know how to help yourself, and the stakeholders forums try to address how to help you holistically. So the stakeholders forums play a big role, but we also need to be all on the same path. For instance, if somebody walks into my office and say, I have a drug problem, or my child is on lean or substances, then I need to be able to diagnose that that's not the only reason. The child is probably doing this because
of something
there's
else.
something. Maybe he didn't eat and somebody offered him a 20 rand to take a puff. You understand? So that food resilience program through our stakeholders program, just holistic approach. The schools need to be involved so that we can know how is he at school. Does this child eat? If he's not eating, we have SASA on our stakeholders forums to make sure that these children get to be fed. We have then we're treating the symptoms of this individual, but including the whole family structure.
Yeah.
The worst thing that is happening is that parents tend to drop their loved ones at help centers and then turns their backs. So I can't help you if I don't help your parent to help you also.
Yeah.
So that family support programs is also crucial.
Yeah.
And I encourage parents to actually participate in those programs.
It sounds like a lot that you're doing at the center. Do you have enough? And I know support can never be enough, but how do you stay up as an organization? And do you have the support of government? Are there a lot of stakeholders that are joining hands with you?
Okay. So with us, luckily, we are supported by the Department of Social Development, which through many of our programs, I think they subsidized 60% of the programs that we are doing.
Yeah.
So the support is there. We also have other private support for specifics. Maybe vehicles and all of that, but the government plays, the Department of Social Development to be specific, plays a big role in us staying up. But I also think it's the attitude of the young people that are within our programs, the ones that are willingly wanting to do change within their communities. So yeah, through our programs, we are having maybe like the drugs and gangs are not our heritage programs. So it was launched within this community. And because we have 7 areas, which means it might take 2 more years to come back within a community because it moves from one community to one community. But in terms of support, I'm not even going to go too deep. The very same recreation center has housed us rent-free, which means they have really played a big role in us staying afloat and being able to render services to the community.
Yeah, that's good to hear. John Dlamini, thank you so much for the work you do at SANCA. Thank you for speaking to us.
It's a pleasure, my sir. Thank you.